You're finally awake. Had you slept any longer, I'd have tossed you in a grave myself. Teleportation seemed to strip more than just your wits.
Where the bloody hell are we? Who in the abyss are you? How did we end up here? And why, by the gods, am I nearly naked?
In the name of all living. Not that it's doing you much good. Don't tell me it happened again. Second teleportation in your life, and once more you've caught Magicka Nebula. Typical. How destruction accepted you for duty, I'll never know. Maybe they needed a court jester?
I don't understand a blasted thing you're saying.
Of course you don't. Your understanding's as bare as your backside, but don't fret, I'll answer your questions. Once again. And do try to remember this time. I'd hate to repeat myself more than your outfits do.
Where in the seven hells are we?
Ah, right on cue. This, my bear-skinned friend, is Alba, the floating island. That's where those cheapskate destruction mages teleported us. I warned them this was a terrible idea, but no, taking the flying ship is too costly, and they couldn't care less about the perils of teleportation. And so here we are, the great Dorian and his stark naked sidekick, freshly minted with Magicka Nebulae.
What's this Magicka Nebulae nonsense?
Oh, just a royal pain in the ass, especially since you've contracted it twice in a row. It's a particular state of mind after a magical shock, typically reserved for mages, but sometimes they're less fortunate victims too, if they're lucky enough to survive the shock, that is. Memory loss in layman's terms. Sometimes it's permanent. You bounced back surprisingly quick last time. But this time, well, will you even recover at all? Who knows, perhaps your mind will be as bare as your wardrobe.
Who in blazes are you?
Dorian, just Dorian. No fancy titles, no lineage to boast of. Your partner in crime in this delightful destruction service, mind you. Scouts, they called us. Not exactly top of the line, but we weren't the bottom of the barrel either. Managed to not trip over our own feet occasionally. We were on a mission to find this fabled artifact fragment on Alba. But like any well-laid plan, things went tits up faster than a nymph in a brothel on this godforsaken rock.
Why the hell am I almost naked?
Oh, that? Well, it appears teleportation enjoys a cruel joke as much as the next sorcerer. We started off well-armed, armored, the whole 9 yards, and poof! Here I am, all in one piece, every bit of kit accounted for. You, on the other hand, seem to have been teleported via the budget option. It's like the arcane forces themselves decided you needed a new look. You know, a less is more approach. Your dignity might be another story, but hey, at least your skin's still here. Most of it, anyway.
The Destruction? Sounds like a fun club. Do they serve drinks?
Oh, they serve more than drinks, my friend. Power, chaos, disorder, and a tantalizing twist of existential dread. All in the house. They're less of a social club, more of a cosmically catastrophic chaos committee. You're not just joining the destruction. You're enlisting in a symphony of bedlam. It's like going on a date with a demented demigoddess. And trust me that she never calls the next day. Well, for our latest act of service to the destruction, we've been dropped onto this mystical misfit of an island, tasked with finding an artifact fragment. But with our luck, I wouldn't be surprised if we find a dragon with a toothache or a goblin with a penchant for interpretive dance. Honestly, at this point, I wouldn't even be surprised if the artifact itself turned out to be a ticket to a charity raffle, where the main prize is a lifetime supply of bad decisions, because that, my friend, is the true essence of our beloved destruction.
The war sounds intriguing. Do tell, is it all sword clashing and shield bashing, or something a tad more sophisticated?
Ah, the war. It's the kind of war that doesn't even have the decency to be bloody. No, it's all whispers, shadows, backstabs, and bureaucratic boredom. It's like watching two giant snails battle over a lettuce leaf. Except the snails are armed with daggers and the lettuce is control over the known world. The destruction and the order of order, duking it out in the dingiest corners of politics, economy, and information. Many would say it's the worst kind of war, the silent one. No glory, no honor, just endless maneuvering and manipulation. It's like playing chess with a cheetah. It's all fun and games until someone gets mauled to death by regulations, or ends up teleporting to some forsaken place half naked. But hey, at least we're part of something big, right? even if that something is an eternal struggle between two groups of power-hungry lunatics desperately trying to prove who's the greatest bastard of all time. Cheers to that.
All right, bye then. If I never see you again, I'll assume you've been eaten by a dragon or drowned in paperwork. Either way, tragic.
Oh, please, don't wish such a mundane fate on me. Eaten by a dragon? I prefer being seduced by a siren and then sold as a decorative garden gnome to an eccentric witch. But enough about my weekend plans. Head upstairs to the blacksmith. His look might scare the soul out of you, but at least he's unlikely to turn you into a frog, probably. Stay with him. It seems safe in a terrifying, I might lose a limb kind of way. I'll pick you up from there once I'm done playing spy among the enemy.
My head feels like it's been used for a goblin's game of whack-a-troll. What's next? Dinner with a dragon or tea with a necromancer?
Brave wanderer. From the veils of obscurity I have watched epochs rise and crumble, heroes born and vanquished, and darkness and light perpetually dance in a boundless masquerade. Your steps upon this fragmented realm do not tread unnoticed, and your destiny, though shrouded, glimmers with a rare luster amidst the enveloping shadow. The divine stone, an ethereal nexus of power and devastation, casts ripples through the currents of destiny, intertwining your path with a tale ancient as the cosmos. A seeking witch lord of destruction, and a world quivering on the precipice of annihilation, form the stage upon which your saga shall unfold. Your journey shall weave through tapestries of valor, treachery, hope, and despair. Each soul you encounter a thread in the complex web that shall either bind or liberate this reality from the oppressive grip of impending oblivion. Magnus, the nomads, the mages, each harbors fragments of a truth that spans beyond time and mortal comprehension, pieces of a puzzle that shall gradually illuminate the enigma that encases the divine stone and the malevolent veil that suffocates these lands. I pen this not as a guide, for my oath binds me to mere observation and forbids direct.
Hello, baby. I haven't seen you here before. Can you help a poor girl in trouble?
You look perfectly fine to me. What seems to be the problem?
I have run out of money completely. The damn fire mages blocked my way home. So now I have to survive here somehow. I thought about earning some money working for a blacksmith, but he was so busy with his own stuff and didn't care about me much. Can you imagine how hard it is to meet a real man here on the island? Maybe you are not as cold as he was.
So, what do you do here on the island for a living?
Hey, baby. I'm working for the high-class venue on the island. I was offered to come here on this bloody part of the island to get some good money for my job. And so what? I'm stuck here and the clients happen to be a fucking liar.
Why is the path sealed off?
I have no idea. I went to the mages camp, but they weren't very talkative. I was offered to accompany them somewhere in the ruins, but hell, I'm a decent girl, and till I got paid, I'm not going to satisfy someone's desires. And anyway, they didn't seem trustworthy.
What can I do for you, Viola?
I'm in need of money now. Let's play a game. Give me only 50 gold coins, and in return, I will show you some secrets of my job.
Apologies. I'm out of funds right now.
It seems you need help more than I do. When you find some money, come, and I will eagerly show you all my secrets.
Hey there, you must be new around here. I haven't seen you before. I'm Ricardo.
Nice to meet you, Ricardo. Yeah, I just arrived. What can you tell me about yourself?
I work at the high-class venue on the island. I must say, you've caught my eye.
By the way, Ricardo, can I ask what your last name is?
Sorry, such details are for regular customers only, sweetie. But who knows, maybe one day you'll be one of them.
What can you tell me about yourself?
I work at the high-class venue on the island. I must say, you've caught my eye.
What happened on this island?
You should definitely talk to Viola about that. She's quite knowledgeable and can tell you much more than me.
What can you tell me about this place?
Well, it's quite an interesting spot, full of surprises and unique characters like myself. You'll definitely have a memorable time here. And if you ever need some company, I'd be more than happy to offer my services.
I'll keep that in mind. So, what kind of services do you provide?
I specialize in making people feel special and satisfied, be it through conversation, companionship, or something more intimate. I'm quite open-minded and enjoy exploring connections with people.
That sounds intriguing. I might take you up on your offer sometime.
I'm glad to hear that. In the meantime, if you're looking to make more friends around here, you should speak to Viola. She's a lovely girl who works with me. Just be prepared for a bit of flirting. We both love making people feel special.
I'll be sure to say hello to Viola. Bye.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your time on the island. And remember, if you ever need someone to brighten up your day, I'm just a call away.
I thought I'd made it clear. The blade will be ready soon, unless you'd prefer it half finished and likely to snap in half on the first swing. That could be arranged. Leave me alone. I have plenty of work to do.
Blade? I haven't come for any blade. What's going on here?
So you're not one of those scumbags, eh? You sure have the look of one, though.
Need a hand with those troubles?
Usually I have no interest in others' affairs, but with bare feet, you won't get far. Find yourself some work. Go harvest some cabbages for me while I look for a pair of boots for you, you cabbage head.
Cabbages and boots? What a generous offer. Be back in a flash concert.
Chop, chop. This clock's ticking ain't no melody to my ears. Let's get a move on. My dearest Vix, my heart was weighed with heavy sorrow upon hearing of your recent ordeal in the woods. I cannot fathom the fear you must have felt, but I am endlessly relieved that you emerged with your life. Such encounters are a stark reminder of the ever-present dangers that lurk beyond our doors, but also of the courage and strength you possess. I am deeply saddened about the amulet. I know how much it meant to you, not merely for its beauty or the precious memories it held, but because of the connection it signified. While the bond between you and your mother cannot be replaced by any material possession, I understand the depth of your loss. Remember, my dear, that true power and connection do not rest solely in objects, no matter how precious they might be. The love, the memories, and the strength they symbolize will always remain with you. I am here to support you in any way I can, and together we will find a way to heal and, if possible,
When Father was away on his business trips, there was one particular time that stands out in my memory. It was during the summer harvest when a raven-haired traveler stumbled into our forge. His body was covered in scars from his battles, but his spirit was strong and determined. I remember the moment he collapsed, gasping for breath, as if his weary soul had finally given up. At first, it was just a simple healing session, mending wounds, setting bones, soothing his aching muscles with salves and poultices. But as the days went by, I could feel an unspoken connection growing between us. Our conversations flowed like molten iron, each word forging a bond that would ultimately change both our lives forever. One day, as I attended to one of his wounds, something within me stirred. It was an overwhelming desire to taste him, to feel the warmth of his skin on my tongue and the pulse of his lifeblood in my veins. Without thinking, I took him into my arms and guided his aching.
Hey there, bum. Done picking that cabbage? I'm waiting to forge some epic stuff with it.
Cabbages, huh? Before I consider that, I have a couple more things to ask.
Cabbage in the pot first, chit-chat later, and step on it. Hey there, bum. Done picking that cabbage? I'm waiting to...
Yeah, sure thing. Here's what I managed to gather.
Whoa, look at you go, my talented apprentice. If you were as clueless as a sack of rocks, you'd probably be sprinting away with my precious cabbages. But no worries, you've earned this. It's a bit ancient like me, but hey, it's still got that cool factor. You know, it's a tad embarrassing, trapped in this godforsaken pit with my daughter, sandwiched between those spell-slinging mages and the feral nomads who wouldn't recognize a bath if it hit them in the face. Can't even make it to the city to procure some prime iron. Do you know how hard it is to forge weapons without iron? It's like trying to get a cat to bark. Utterly pointless. So here's a crazy idea. How about you grab a pickaxe and go dig up some iron ore for me? You know, unless you're allergic to hard work or decent weaponry.
All right, hand me that pickaxe, but be ready to answer some questions afterward, Magnus.
Deal. Now, time to roll up your sleeves and get to work collecting that top-notch iron ore, my trusty sidekick. Go and take care of it. Back already. Did you manage to squeeze the iron out of the rocks with your bare hands?
Show me you're good.
Back already. Did you
Show me you're good.
Back already.
Yeah, I'm back, and I've brought the ore you were after. Now it's your turn to owe me a favor.
Well, let's get this over with then. Ask your questions before my patience runs out, or my forge cools down, whichever comes first.
What is this place?
Welcome, stranger, to Alba, the island that floats because even the earth didn't want it. That charming dot on the horizon is Eelet, a village as vibrant as a midwinter's morning. This humble abode, a riveting saga of father-daughter ambition. My daughter, Vix, dances with poison ivy in her quest for herbs. Myself, I spend my days battling the world's most obstinate horses just to put shoes on their feet, crafting weapons that could make a grown man cry, and armor that could convince a skeleton it's still alive. In our free time, we enjoy the company of wandering jesters. By the looks of it, today's performance has just arrived.
Vix, tell me more about her.
Yes, Vix. That's the name I saddled my daughter with. Now, I hope you're brighter than a blackout drunk and know to keep a safe distance from her.
Cabbages, huh? Before I can...
All right, but make it quick. The iron isn't the only thing getting hammered around here.
I'm on the hunt for something that might seem a bit unusual around these parts.
The rumors on this island are stranger than a three-legged ogre. Folks are saying the gods have finally sobered up and remembered to give us a good crop this year. As for the mages in their little clubhouse, who knows what they're cooking up? I just hope they won't turn anyone into a sheep, unless it's the tax collector. That might be an improvement.
Cabbages, huh?
All right, but make it quick. The iron isn't.
I've got to make my way to the city. Any advice on how to get there?
Getting to the city? You're better off juggling live grenades. The mages have done some hocus pocus on the path, you see. We've been marooned here for a month, cut off from Ilot town like a bald man from his comb. What exactly they did, no clue. Maybe they summoned a horde of invisible bunnies. Just what you need when your day isn't already bizarre enough.
Cabbages, huh?
All right, but make it quick. The iron isn't the only thing
Besides us, who else inhabits this island?
If you fancy a bit of a trek, you've got a delightful little Zack's camp full of nomads just to the north of my humble smithy. Fancy a chat with goblins? Dive deep into the heart of this island and they'll welcome you with open clubs. Now to the south, there's this remarkable vessel. It doesn't bother with the ocean, prefers to soar through the air. It's broken though, crashed into the ground. Quite the sight. And let's not forget the shrine. Cozied up right next to a quaint, peaceful village. Sounds lovely, right? Well, venture north, and you'll get to mingle with a camp of mages. Now, isn't that a joy?
Cabbages, huh?
All right, but make it quick. The iron isn't the only thing getting hammered around here.
I'm in need of some work. Any tasks you need help with?
Looking for a job, are you? Well, there's always Vix, somewhere around here. No doubt she's tangled up in the undergrowth, in need of some heroic herb picker. And if that's not thrilling enough, you could always lug these supplies over to the nomads. Be sure to hand them to Zack personally, or they might actually end up where they're supposed to be.
Catch you later.
Stay safe. Dying is bad for my business. What can I beat into shape for you? Your sword or your skull?
Show me your
Already come back?
Let's go another round. Here's 50 coins for the game.
What do you need? Show me your goods.
Hi, curious guy.
So you're their point of contact now. Great, do you communicate with these rat men or not?
They do, and their ideas are so unusual that I have nothing to say to them.
Seems like I walked into quite the situation. Who exactly are you, and why are you here?
The man, as far as I can tell. I'm sitting here and decomposing slowly. I mean very slowly.
So, got any insights about this place?
It's very humid here at this time of year.
Got something that requires my attention?
You can't even help yourself, but you're trying to help everyone else. I'm preparing a very sophisticated ritual. Bring me the herb that grows on the island in the stormy river.
Before I risk my neck for this herb, I want to know the nature of your ritual and what's in it for me.
This ritual will save the island and make it much better. You'll receive my great gratitude for it.
Here's your herb. Let's get this ritual started.
Thank you very much.
So, just a puff and that's the entire ritual?
The island is now saved, and it's not as bleak as it was. Take these pants.
Seriously, pants? What's the story behind them?
They're waiting for you here with me.
Clearly, if you're not going to be of help, I'll find my own way.